Oh, I hope you are ready for a roller coaster of a day.
That makes me scared. Okay. Roller coaster.
Well, I was thinking, because you know how we always gripe about Disney
Yeah.
and Marvel and all that.
Yeah.
How hard could it be to like really come up with a movie idea?
I mean, people make movie ideas with their lives like all the time, so it can't be that hard.
So let's make one.
Okay. Are we wanting like action movie, comedy? What are we thinking?
I don't know what's your favorite genre.
Favorite genre?
Yeah.
Mm, probably drama is probably my favorite. Like for movies.
Okay.
Action drama would be my favorites.
Okay. So, hmm, action drama. I'm thinking like a Mission Impossible, James Bond, like those kind of spy movies, or
Um, no. Have you seen Baby Driver? That's a good example of an action drama.
yeah, yeah.
Revenge of the Sith is an action drama. As much as people like to say it's not, it is.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's start off with a what kind of story do you want to tell?
Mm, I don't know. You answer this one. Well, what's the story you want to tell?
Well, I mean, since we're kind of picking on Disney and Marvel because
Hmm?
you know they are who they are, which, from my understanding, they're actually switching up after Deadpool and Wolverine. It's amazing what a few billion dollars will do. Um, well, so let's uh let's do a comic book movie.
Okay.
An original one, not a remake, not, like Spider-Man shit. Like, no.
Okay. Like the superhero would be when we make up.
I mean, one that's, current, that
Oh,
doesn't have a movie that, you know,
okay.
I mean, who we going with? Well, first we go Marvel, we go DC.
Um, they've done a lot of Marvel well. Let's give DC a little bit of hope. Let's say DC
Okay.
because Marvel's had a lot of success. DC has not. Let's try and fix DC.
All right.
So, are we wanting this to be like villain based or hero based?
Well, it depend. I pick the genre.
Okay.
Who's the hero? Who we working with?
Someone that doesn't have their own movie.
Hmm.
That's hard. There's so many DC movies.
Yeah, but I mean, there are way more heroes than
Yeah.
movies, but
I mean, a Poison Ivy movie would be cool.
Poison Ivy.
Ooh, no. The Martian Manhunter movie.
Yeah, that would be a good
That would be
one.
sick.
John.
Or like Red Tornado or something.
Eh.
He's on
Look,
the same caliber as,
he
Martian
he looked
Manhunter.
like him, but I mean, he was a red Terminator, basically.
Okay, so Martian Manhunter.
Yeah,
That'd be a sick movie. I want to see that already.
yeah, yeah. Because I really don't feel like they've done him justice.
Yeah, and he's very, very strongly powered. Like he's got a lot of shit he can do. But I feel like if we would put him in a movie, we would have to make it like his action scenes and whatnot, but it would also have to be like his life story.
Oh, you're an origin guy?
I mean, it doesn't have to be like how he got his powers, where he comes from, but like his family and stuff.
I mean, his powers are pretty self-explanatory. He's a Martian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like leaving his family behind, like missing them, kind of like very interstellar style. Like he left knowing he'd never see his family again.
What about just throw it out there? Have you ever read anything that has Lobo in it?
Lobo.
Mm.
Remind me who that is.
He drives like a space motorcycle. Has long hair. He's like um, really pale.
Really pale. What color is the long hair?
I mean, you got your phone.
Yeah.
You just pull up Lobo DC.
Lobo
Yeah,
DC.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Show me some images here, please. Okay, yeah, I know who Lobo is.
yeah.
He'd be played really, really well as Jason Momoa.
Well, for the
Like he
people,
looks a lot like Jason Momoa.
yeah, man, j-
Jason Momoa's not a good actor, but
no.
he would be he looks a lot like Lobo.
He did okay in like the first Aquaman, and like he's like one of those things like good in small doses.
Yeah.
He got like 10 minutes of screen time, and he's awesome. But you give him a full hour and a half, it's like
Yeah.
because it's a same. I don't think his tone ever changes on anything.
Yeah,
Like
that's fair, yeah.
I hate you, I love you. Like it's the same shit. Like
You know the song that we have to play whenever he shows up, like whenever you see him fully in the first part of the movie,
who
Dracula, Rob Zombie.
for Lobo?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know his powers?
No, I don't.
I went ahead and pulled them up just so everybody can actually know. But
Okay.
so he has superhuman physical abilities. He has the strength, speed, and durability to match some of the greatest heroes like Superman.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. Regeneration. Lobo can regenerate his body, can even clone himself by regenerating an entire new body from a single drop of blood. Uh,
Like, is that intentional or he can control that? Or is like unintentional or he can control?
he can he can control it.
Okay.
Um,
I didn't know if just every time he bled there was a million of them, but
he's a little OP, but immortality. Lobo is functionally immortal and is said to only be able to be killed by another. I can't even pronounce that word. Kazarian. I think that's like his race or something.
okay.
His immortality is also due to being banned from entering both heaven and hell.
That's cool.
Yeah, right. He is kind of a cool character. Like I really enjoy him. But, see, he's an expert marksman and hand-to-hand combatant. Lobo is an expert in both marksmanship and hand-to-hand. Why did I say that twice? He has a keen sense of smell, so he's got a little Wolverine in there.
Yeah.
Um, and he has a genius level intellect. Lobo has a genius level intellect, especially when it comes to violence and destruction. He also has a working knowledge of many cultures across the galaxy.
Sounds
But
like a super sick character.
yeah, and he's basically like a bounty hunter.
Yeah. He
And
looks like a bounty hunter.
yeah, like look at his spaceship.
Lobo spaceship.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Like his motorcycle?
yeah,
Yeah, I see it.
yeah. He goes across space in it.
That's pretty sick. He's got
I
a
mean,
dog with him too.
yeah. So it's basically it'd be like a biker movie.
Okay.
Also superpowers. What do you think about that guy?
I think I think there's something we can do with that.
Okay, so let's do Lobo then,
Okay.
because I like the Martian Manhunter movie.
hmm
Uh,
I don't think Lobo's been in any kind of movie or show or
I have
anything.
not seen him yet.
I've seen Manhunter in like old DC shows and like kids shows and stuff.
Yeah, and like he was supposed to be in the Zack Snyder Justice League, but
Yeah.
then that happened. Anyway, so all right, we got
Lobo.
Lobo.
Okay.
Who's he going after?
He is going after like is he just in the mix of all the other DC people?
Like, I mean, he can go anywhere. I mean,
Oh, yeah, 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 that's true. Um, who would be a good one? Zod
well,
would be a good one. Comic book accurate Zod. But he's already been played a couple times in
well,
movies.
I mean, he goes out. He's not a good guy. Like he's a what do they call the
Like Batman. Like he's not good.
an anti-hero.
Okay, so he's not good or bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we want him to team up with good guys or
Well, that's what we're talking about.
okay? Because I would like to see the fight between him and someone else like super heavily powered in the DC universe. Like him and Batman would be sick. But we couldn't play Batman anybody because there's been a million of him. So it'd have to be another character in the DC universe has not been played.
Well, well, first let's pick who should be Lobo.
Like actor?
Yeah, we need an actor.
David Harbour would be kind of cool.
Overplayed.
Okay. If Jason Momoa could act, he'd be good.
No, he's Aquaman, and you would never be able to get him off of that.
Hmm. I don't know. Do you have anybody?
Mm.
John Stamos. Oh
I
shit.
mean, we yeah, we want the movie to do well, but we don't need to break a record. You put John Stamos in there, Um, hmm, who would be a good one? He's got to be muscular.
Okay.
It, you know who I'd actually like to see do it,
Who?
and I mean, it's like automatically a no, but Henry Cavill,
I have a better one.
just to watch him fight the new Superman.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. Who you got?
Roman Reigns,
Roman Reigns.
the WWE
Yeah.
wrestler. That would be perfect.
Going off of just body. Yeah.
His face too.
Well, yeah. I mean, but physically, yeah, he could do it.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be a little skinny, a little tall because he's comic book actor, like a more stout, a little shorter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I could go with that. So Roman Reigns
Yeah.
might be a touch old, but
He's actually still holds his looks pretty well still.
Alexa, how old is Roman Reigns?
The age of Roman Reigns is 38 years, having been born on May 25th, 1985.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Okay, all right. So Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
All right,
I like that.
all right, all right. Now we gotta pick who he's fighting. You want it to be a villain or do you want it to be a hero? Because he's like a
Um,
bounty hunter, so anybody can put a bounty on anybody.
Probably a villain. Like, so we could team him up, like with other heroes later on,
Good, yeah.
so he doesn't burn that bridge yet, you know? So let's put Lobo on the good guy team for this movie. I know he's still an anti-hero, but so
Okay.
who's he fighting? I don't know. I said Zod would be good because he's got the strength of Superman,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but Zod's story is Superman central. Like
Yeah. Who would be a good villain for Lobo? He's immortal. We need someone else who's immortal, you
hmm,
know?
hmm.
We
I
need
mean,
another
you
immortal
could do
hero.
Black Adam, I guess, but
No,
uh,
I don't like that.
that Roman Reigns is related to The Rock.
Is he really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, so we need someone who's immortal in the DC universe. Probably a man because there's not, I don't think, any immortal women in the DC universe. So, not
Any,
that I can think of
wait, anyone now?
any immortal women in the DC universe.
I mean,
Not that I can think of.
Wonder Woman.
She's not immortal.
How old is she?
I don't know, but she just comes from a tribe on an island.
No, she's immortal.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Ask Alexa.
Alexa, is Wonder Woman immortal?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers
Can't believe we're asking
contributor
her
that
this.
I translated. Wonder Woman is theoretically immortal, does not age, and can remain young for an indefinite time.
God, I'm a nerd.
Of course, you would know that about Wonder Woman. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Hey, bucket list. Um,
But Wonder Woman is already like in the DCU, you know?
do a crossover and do Deadpool. um, but Darkseid's the biggest, baddest one around.
Who?
Darkseid or
I don't know who that
Darkseid,
is.
however you want to pronounce it. The main villain of the Justice League movie. Like the guy that, like, whenever, what's his name, gets his head chopped off.
Feel like he's going for the boxes and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the big guy with the Omega being like,
Yeah.
damn, we really got to work on your comic book etiquette.
I don't know DC that well, man. I'm a Marvel guy.
Hmm. Um, Ghost Rider's Marvel.
Yeah, see, all the good characters are in Marvel.
Yeah.
Let me look up good DC villains. We can get a list here. Good DC villains.
Well, I mean,
Darkseid is the first one.
yeah,
That's
like we're
funny.
having a lot of quiet time here. So
Um, okay, Bane would be sick.
Bane,
Bane would be sick.
Bane's a roided out jock. Like
That'd
I
be a cool fight, though.
no, that wouldn't even be a fight.
Uh, okay.
Okay,
Um,
Bane broke Batman's back. Superman could beat Bane in less than a minute. So I mean,
okay,
and
what
look,
about Doomsday?
that'd be a nice little crossover, I guess.
Yeah, let's do Doomsday.
Yeah, but I mean, what story could you really build around Doomsday?
I don't know. This Lobo guy can go from different like planets, right?
Hmm.
So Doomsday is an alien like on this planet full of different Doomsdays,
Hmm.
right? Lobo accidentally lands on this planet on accident somehow, some way, or as part of a bounty. Yeah, he goes and kills someone on that planet. Just so happens to be the Doomsday we know,
Hmm.
his like brother or whatever.
Well, Doomsday is a clone of Superman.
Well, I know, but we don't have to follow that arc completely. Like we can change it up.
Well, that
They do it all the time.
yeah, but I mean then it's not even Doomsday at that point, you know.
Okay. So
Sorry.
then you think of a fucking villain.
Shit, I
I
don't
was
know.
thinking on the same caliber as Superman,
Okay,
and
maybe this whole movie thing's a little bit harder than we give it credit.
I think Lobo is a hard person to make a movie about. I think we could make an easier movie about someone else.
Hmm.
Like the Riddler movie would be sick as fuck.
The Riddler movie?
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Hmm. That I don't know who would have the smarts to pull that off.
Well, like he's raised in a troubled home, and he finds
Yeah, but we have to come up with clever riddles because that's his whole power. And like, well, not even power, but that's his whole shtick.
yeah.
Um,
Hmm. Man, we are not good at this.
yeah, let's not.
There's a reason we don't do this.
I'm blaming DC.
For
Let's
not having good characters.
yeah, let's not do DC.
Okay, fuck it. Go Marvel.
Yeah, let's go Marvel.
Someone that hasn't gotten their own movie.
Yeah, somebody that should.
Drax.
I mean, he's made like everybody knows who Drax is,
Okay.
and everybody's seen him if he ain't standing still.
Okay. Um,
Dang, who would be a good one? Ghost Riders had a movie with Nicolas Cage, but I don't know if we really want to count that.
those were good movies.
They were, but like they're not in they're not like in the universe or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Those were made by Fox, weren't they?
yeah. Fantastic Four has been done.
Actually about to be redone too. Um,
I mean, we could do the Gambit movie. It ain't been done yet.
the Gambit movie.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah, because it hasn't been done. No actors picked, no nothing.
I mean, we could do Professor X, like strictly Professor X.
Mm, that was
Charles Xavier.
that was basically the first class,
Yeah.
X-Men First Class. It was basically a Charles Xavier movie.
Okay. Nightcrawler would be a cool one.
Nightcrawler would be a good one. I don't feel like I know enough about him though.
Neither do I. I know he's Azazel's son, and he's the product of his mom cheating on him, cheating on his dad with Azazel. Yeah. That's why he doesn't look like his parents at all.
Yeah, see that, and that's why like I'm a little like I don't know enough. Like he's a cool character,
Yeah, for sure.
but and I hate how they just use him as a fucking taxi. Like I don't remember which X-Men it was, but it was like the Hugh Jackman X-Men, not the First Class or anything. And like the opening scene of it was Nightcrawler breaking into the White House.
Yeah.
One of the best fucking action sequences in a movie.
Well, I mean, that's
And they used his powers properly. They showed how badass he was. And just I mean like oh my god action sequence.
yeah.
And we're never gonna do it again. We're only gonna use him as a taxi.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make him sit in the corner and basically cry the rest of the time. Like
Well, I mean,
fucking
that's
come on.
basically his whole like thing he has. That's the only thing he really has, except for his tail. His
Right.
tail and his teleport is all he's got.
Yeah, I don't think you may not even have seen this movie. I don't know.
Which one is it?
It's like the second X-Men, like X-Men United or something like that.
Or
And
X2?
yeah, something
I'm
like that.
pretty sure I've seen it.
If you're not thinking about the white, he goes in the White House to you know by
Yeah, I've
my
definitely seen the scene at least. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So it shows like how badass he is at fighting and all
Yeah.
that. But all the rest of the movies and all the rest of that movie after that scene, the only thing he's doing is grabbing people and moving them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
He doesn't fight anymore. He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't do anything anymore except for move this person from point A to point B.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So not
Well, no, I know. Like I, that would be a great movie.
Yeah.
But
Where does Gambit get his powers from?
he's
He's
a
a mutant,
mutant.
isn't he?
Yeah, he's a mutant.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
A movie on cable would be cool. Like a full movie on cable. Because we've seen
yeah,
him in X-Men 97. We've seen him in the Deadpool movies.
yeah.
I know his story pretty damn well. So that'd be good.
Still think X-23 should get her own movie.
Oh gosh. Dude, you are glazing over X-23.
I, it's a great character.
I don't like it, but that's just me.
What do you like about it?
She's just a copy of Wolverine, just worse.
What how worse as in how
Less claws, less badassness.
she actually has the same amount of claws, but
Oh yeah, I guess forgot about her foot claws. That's
mhm.
stupid too. Her foot claws, what the hell?
Yeah,
It's just
it
dumb.
yeah, but it makes there's other tactical shit you could do with them.
I just don't like her. She she's just a copy of Wolverine, but not as good.
Uh,
She's like the Timu version of Wolverine.
oh my God.
Not as much aggressiveness. Her healing power is worse. It takes longer. Her healing factor takes longer.
Since when?
Since the Logan movie, her
Really?
healing factor took way longer.
No.
I remember it taking longer.
Yeah, you remember.
I remember it taking about the same time as Logan, which was his was already ruined. That's not Wolf. That's not Prime Wolverine.
I cannot think of one scene that you're referencing here where it took longer.
And she got shot, and it took the same time it takes Logan to get the bullets out.
Right?
And but that version of Logan is like the super weakened, like super old Wolverine. That's not Wolverine.
You
That's
can't
just old man.
you can't really base it off of that. Like, and Wolverine in the bathroom, like it took him like all night to get the bullets out. So, like, are you talking about in the car?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was relatively quick for both of them.
Anyway, she doesn't have a suit. She
Shit.
looks like an idiot. She's just some random girl wearing cool glasses, which aren't cool. She thinks they're cool. I know they have a special meaning because of that movie, but whatever, fuck them. She just looks dumb.
Yeah, wait, are you hating on the little kid version or the Deadpool version?
Both versions.
Oh my God. Okay.
The little kid version was cooler than the Deadpool version, but it still doesn't make her cool.
This is why there's writer strikes. Um, What about that X-Man that his power is that he makes you forget him.
I don't remember that one. I don't know
Uh,
him.
so like,
Obviously.
yeah. So I can't remember his name, obviously. Um, I gotta look him up. But like um, so like if you look at him, you immediately forget who he is.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Um, what is his name?
You literally just forget who he is. Then how come he's not like, was he in the movies or did
Yeah,
we just
right.
forget?
Yeah, his name's Forget Me Not. Huh.
That's such a
Yeah.
weird
His
character.
mutant ability is to be forgotten, similar to the spell that wiped Peter Parker's existence from the world in No Way Home.
Oh, okay. I understand that.
That he was a founding member of the X-Men. He was a soldier during the Age of X and saved the day many times, but went unrecognized. I wonder why.
Yeah.
He was absent from the official roster due to his powers. Professor X had to put a psychic reminder in his mind to force him to remember Forgive Me Not on an hourly basis.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's weird. I don't, who thought of that?
Someone super fucking stoned.
It had to be. Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's get back on track with this movie thing.
Yeah.
I mean, a
Oh,
Scott Summers movie would be cool, like all about Scott Summers. Cyclops.
yeah, but does he really have a solo story?
Mm,
Gambit at least has a solo story because there was a time before the X-Men,
yeah,
whenever he was in
New Orleans.
yeah, but he was in the Assassins League, I think.
I don't remember exactly, but I do really like Gambit, so we can move with Gambit.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So raised up in New Orleans,
Hmm.
gambling, and then gets in the Assassins League, is that what you said?
Yeah, Thieves Guild. That's what it
Thieves
was.
Guild,
Yeah.
and then gets recruited from that to the X-Men, right?
Yeah. So,
That sounds like a good movie.
because it would have to be kind of an origin story,
Mm-hmm.
and the movie could be from the beginning to like, like him growing up, and then the main beef of the movie is the Thieves Guild
Okay.
because it makes,
No one really knows it.
yeah, no, yeah, it's not a story that's been written yet. I don't think. I think it's been mentioned, but
We're absolutely not casting Channing Tatum. Fuck that. We're not doing Channing Tatum.
as I would say you'd have to do an unknown. I don't think you could go like name brand.
What do you mean?
Like you couldn't have an actor that's already well known.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
This would have to be his like breakout role.
yeah, because I mean it's pretty much going to be broken up into three parts. Like as a kid when he gets his powers, as a teenager whenever he's learning his powers, and as a young adult whenever he's in the Thieves Guild.
Yeah. And at the very end, it's like him getting a phone call from Charles Xavier. That's the end
Ah,
credit scene.
yeah. Well, kind of like how they how Professor X and Magneto went up to Logan in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the first time they ever dropped the F bomb in
Mm-hmm.
those movies. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, all right. So we'd have to kind of go original story.
Yeah. Comic book story.
Hmm. See, I envision him being poor, like from a poor family.
Well, yeah, he was raised around gambling. Of course he's in a poor family.
What
Right?
are you talking about? Just New Orleans?
No, I mean, in like, that's like his whole thing is he's a gambler. That's why he's
Well,
called Gambit.
yeah, but like that doesn't. I mean,
Well, like he gets it from his
you could be
parents.
raised in a religious household and be a gambler. You
Well,
know,
I thought he got it from his parents. Like his dad was a bad gambler.
we don't know that.
Oh, I thought we
That's
did.
the story.
Okay.
So is he in is it a poor family or is it a rich family?
I'd like it to be a poor
You know,
family.
is it his biological family or is it an adopted? I want to say
I want
biological.
to say biological too, yeah.
Okay.
And his mom is like the most amazing woman on the planet, right? And then his dad is like an alcoholic gambler.
Mm, I want to go with they're both shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, someone good has to be in his life, or else he wouldn't do all this good stuff.
Yeah, they have that in like every movie, but
He has to have a mentor.
mm,
Why else would he do good shit then? Why else would he fight in a successful league of heroes?
I would I would go with a girl. Because he's
Mm,
all romantic and everything.
yeah,
You know, he's all
but
about
not Rogue.
no, not Rogue, because they don't meet till the X-Men.
Yeah,
But
someone like
maybe
Rogue.
that's why he likes Rogue so much.
That makes sense because he's like obsessed with Rogue.
Yeah. Can't have, not maybe not the same hair, but that southern drawl.
Mm-hmm.
I do declare.
Oh, I'm about to make a name of myself here.
Mhm. Um, I think that's another reason to have somebody that's like unknown, because like I mean, I think Channing Tatum did a fine job as
That's
Gambit.
crazy.
He did a fine job.
His accent was terrible. He doesn't look like Gambit at all.
Yeah, he doesn't look like the cartoon version that you're picturing in your head.
And comic, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Neither is Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman fits it, kind of.
No, he's 6'2".
Well, not the height, but the face and the body build is pretty
He's
close.
he's too skinny. He's not bulky enough.
All right.
So I mean, I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but you
Yep.
see what I'm saying? Like if I stuck to the
Oh,
comic
oh,
or what the hell wrong with you?
sorry, people. I got a leg cramp.
Oh my God.
Sorry, that probably sounded like hell.
I ain't seen him move that fast.
Fuck you, dude.
You need a banana? A
Oh,
mustard packet?
it's orange slices. We're talking on Marvel, you know.
Um,
God damn. Okay, continue. Sorry.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, just like comic. If you keep on picturing everything as comic accurate, then you won't ever be satisfied in any of it. So
I just didn't like Channing Tatum as him.
he was too old, and whenever you look at Channing Tatum, you're thinking Magic Mike, you're thinking
22 Jump Street.
22 Jump Street,
Mm-hmm.
21 Jump Street, like that's the kind of shit you're thinking,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why you need an unknown to do it.
Okay.
So, and if you do it as a young enough, like the version of him is a young enough adult, then you still have room to recast for him being older.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Okay, so we're not gonna worry about casting. We just know it's not gonna be Channing
yeah,
Tatum.
it's gonna be unknown.
Cool.
Like like you gotta have
I can
somebody.
settle with anybody but Channing Tatum. That works.
Yeah, somebody that's got like, I mean, it probably end up being a Canadian because
Oh, I'm sure.
because of the French accent and stuff. And
French.
yeah,
Oh, New Orleans French. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and like there's French Canadians
Yeah, yeah,
up north, so that would probably transition, and then all he'd have to do is come up with a Southern American accent.
yeah.
So, all right, so
Raised in a poor household,
yeah,
two shitty parents, biological.
so what's his first? Because I mean, I think the shitty household can just be like summed up in like two camera shots. Like you don't even have to see the parents; you can just hear them.
Okay.
Like skip through that part of the origin story fairly quickly.
Okay.
Where it's just kind of jumps, right?
Mhm.
So the first time he accidentally, because every time the mutant gets their powers, it's always on accident.
Yeah.
What did he do? Like what happened? Where he's like, oh shit, I got powers.
Um, Ooh, it would be kind of cool if he like worked at like a local like bar or casino thing, whatever, and he like bumps a table walking by and like knocks over a bunch of cards on the floor.
Yeah, but that's like teenage young adult. Like
Yeah,
whenever,
are we talking about like child him?
yeah,
Okay,
well,
like
whenever they get their powers is whenever they go through puberty.
okay, okay.
So
So, because he can turn anything into an explosive, right?
yeah,
That's his thing.
he charges the kinetic energy of it.
Okay, so something a pre-adolescent kid would be doing. I don't know.
Uh,
Playing video games, he gets mad, charges the controller, it blows up. Playing
play
Fortnite,
play Fortnite.
yeah,
1v1 me, pussy.
yeah. Playing with
And
his
boom.
own skin, he just doesn't know it yet.
Uh,
It's not a bad idea, actually. Like he's playing some video game and gets mad and throws the controller and explodes.
yeah. But I mean, that's I don't know about riding a bicycle.
How would that work? Like he charges the bicycle?
Yeah, like he's being dared to jump something, and so he's nervous and excited and scared and everything. So he's like not in control of
Okay.
it, and he you know goes up a ramp, goes to jump, but he's falling off at the same time because the bike starts getting all charged and
Hmm.
glowing, and he's like, "What the hell?" And he falls off, and then the bike hits and bang explodes.
Yeah. But how would we explain all his friends knowing?
What would his friends have to know?
Because they'd be watching him do the stunt.
Oh well, I mean, okay, so what?
Wouldn't they like call the police or something? Like I don't.
Yeah, and that's how he ends up in the thieves guild because he has
Oh,
to run away.
yeah.
Yeah, see, now we got something. There we go.
That's why we don't know his parents.
Now, yeah, it doesn't have to be a bike.
Because he doesn't really know his parents now.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be a bike. It could be something else.
Mhm. Scooter.
Well, what's what like you got? What's something else that could in that same kind of scenario? Where you're in. What was something like as a kid you got really nervous, you were excited and scared.
um, Drinking and girls. Excited and scared.
Okay,
How would we play that into there?
you're drinking at 13.
I got drunk for the first time at 13, yeah. It was actually just like 2 blocks away, too.
I may not be as good of a parent as I thought I was.
Well, at the time, it it wasn't really your decision.
Yeah, I'm sure I probably wasn't there, but
No, you weren't.
I mean, drinking wouldn't be bad, but I mean, it's a comic book movie, so you got to stay within a certain amount of, I don't think they'd let us show like underage drinking on the big screen.
Yeah, that's true. I forget, does he have to touch something to charge it, or can he just charge it from a
Yeah, he's got
distance?
to touch it.
Okay. Hmm. I don't know. I think the bike idea is probably the best we can come up with. And then he has to run away, joins the guild. They raise him to learn how to use his powers.
Yeah. You want to do the quintessential bully?
It's not a bad idea. Every time there's a bully and a hero, it always ends pretty good.
Yeah, but I always think it's like cringe.
Really?
Yeah, like
Even in like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, where he like kicks his
Spider-Man had
ass?
a bully. Like
Yeah, it worked. Turned out to be a pretty good guy. So did Clark Kent. He had a bully too.
yeah, I know. It's like a staple. Like this is what made him the hero, and it's not really.
Okay, then let's
Let's make him the bully.
make him the bully.
Why not? I mean, he's kind of fitting the mold of what
He's pretty cocky.
the
He's kind of
psychiatrist would say a bully is, like where they come
yeah.
from. So
Okay.
he's in a shitty household. His
So would he
dad.
be a, are we talking about being a bully as like replacing the bike thing or being a bully in like the guild?
No, he's a bully growing up, and I don't know. Maybe he's like talking shit and showing off, and or he's chasing after a kid,
Hmm.
and the kid, like makes the jump, and he goes try to make the jump, but his shit blows up.
Okay.
Because Gambit's kind of an anti-hero.
Hmm.
So, I mean, like anti-hero like
I mean, he could be like throwing rocks at a kid or something, like
yeah,
chasing after a kid with rocks and like throwing them at him, and then
yeah,
it accidentally charges. The kid gets hurt,
yeah,
and then
and
like,
that's why the
oh
cops are
fuck,
called. Andy's mutant, so he's got to run.
exactly.
Okay, yeah, I can go with that.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that
no
works
bike.
pretty good.
Yeah, no bike, and yeah, he's mad. He's
Chasing after a kid, picks up a rock, throws it,
yeah, and it like blows up.
charges,
Yeah,
blows up on him. Kid gets hurt.
yeah,
Call the cops. He has to run.
yeah.
Joins the Assassins or Thieves Guild,
Because the
whatever.
only other thing that pops in my head is like the old American kid, and he charges up a baseball because he's the pitcher on the baseball team, and
Mm.
accidentally hurts the batter, and then he becomes
But then there's a lot of witnesses. That's a whole like thing
well,
we have to
yeah,
work
but
around.
yeah, witnesses don't matter because I mean he's going to run away anyway. I mean, one person calling the cop is the same thing as 20 people calling the cops.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
I don't know. I like the rock idea a little bit
no,
more.
I like the rock idea better too, but that was just something like popped in my head.
Yeah,
Like,
because
oh,
that's kind of showing the bully side.
well, no, like he's like he's the good all-American kid that came up from nothing, but he's still a great kid. And he's a pitcher, and he's a star, and then
Mm.
he accidentally throws a ball that is charged, and the kid hits it with his bat and explodes and gets hurt, and now he's got to run away, and now he turns into the bad guy.
Hmm.
Because then now he's in the thieves guild because he feels like he's
Like all this guilt, like he's a weapon.
well, yeah, like he feels guilty for hurting the kid that didn't do anything wrong,
Yeah.
and um, feels like he feels like he fits the mold of what the people are. Because the whole mutant thing was to combat racism, really. I mean, that's what it was talking about
Basically, yeah.
through mutants. But um, now he feels
Which
like
is
all
so
the
interesting.
stereotypes that everybody's been called mutants.
Hmm.
So now he's in the Thieves Guild. So that's why he's a hero. Because I don't know. I'm kind of liking this now. Because that's why he's the hero. Because initially he was just a good kid
Yeah.
and did all the right things, even though his parents did all the wrong things.
Okay.
And then an accident happened. He joins the Thieves Guild because he feels guilty. He eventually gets a calling to do something better than what he's doing because now he doesn't feel guilty no more because that girl that reminds him of Rogue is in the Thieves Guild.
Boom. There it is.
Full circle, baby.
Yeah. They get together, date for a while, whatever. They get in a gang fight. The girl dies. Right. He loses his purpose, gets all sad and whatnot. Here
Yeah.
comes Charles. I can give you a purpose. Meets Rogue, looks just like the girl, falls in love with her. End scene.
Mm,
So people listening, you know how like every time I say something, it's and every time he says something, it's the same thing until it is his thing.
okay.
Crazy.
He's right.
I know.
And I know he's right. I can't help it. I get like really into it.
It's got to be his thing.
I feel like you fire back at me though. Be all like, okay, yeah, I see your point. But, then,
Yeah, but then we end up settling on your thing.
I mean,
Asshole.
if we were doing like a podcast on like how to make a movie in 5 minutes.
We've been doing it for 40, but yeah.
Yeah, I know, but like if it was just like, hey, make up a movie real quick. Oh, okay. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
All right, that's our time. See you.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
like
Okay.
I go back and forth.
So, bad household,
Hmm.
but he's a good all-American kid, right? Plays his baseball. That's how I don't know, that's how he be's a part of something.
Yeah, because he's
Comes from a broken home.
he's part of a team.
Feels like a family.
Yeah.
And then hurts the kid because he's the pitcher.
Hmm.
Has to run away. Joins the Thieves Guild. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, he runs away. He's on the streets in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Um, and that's probably where his, quote unquote mentor would pick him up.
Um,
Kind of like
Do we
Uh,
know any other heroes that were in the Thieves Guild? I feel
no,
like there is. There's got to be.
I don't know. Let me look. But you got to keep talking while
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
looking.
yeah. So whoever this character is that's in the Thieves Guild, I know there's got to be another one. That is the person that mentors him, and that's where he meets. Let's call her Sophie. Sophia. That's what we'll call her, Sophia. And meets Sophia in the Thieves Guild. Falls in love with her. Gang fight. She dies. Loses his purpose. Leaves the Thieves Guild. Xavier finds him. Is like, hey, I can give you something, something. Sounds kind of gay. It's not. It's a family. End scene. But we also get to meet a couple mutants that haven't been on the screen before.
There's, well, I mean, it's not a mutant, like, it's not a mutant club. Like, it's not a mutant, like, it's not like an anti X-Men. You
The
know,
Thieves Guild?
yeah, it's just,
Well, I'm not saying that.
yeah, they're just thieves and pickpockets and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm saying he leaves, and then Xavier finds him. And is like, hey, I can give you a purpose. And he goes and joins them. We meet a couple X-Men that has not been in movies, and then it ends.
I mean, we could stereotype it to where it's like, there towards the end, like he's breaking into a mansion. That's also a
Ah,
school.
wouldn't he just die? He's breaking into a mansion full of mutants.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
Well,
He,
yeah, but he could find out pretty quick.
yeah, like he's a young guy, and like he like that's a big ass mansion. I think I'm gonna break into it, and then get so far in because everything on the outside looks like a regular mansion with some old people and some hired help,
Hmm.
and then Cerebro locks it down. you know,
Yeah.
you know, and then that's how you kind of get the oh.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, because I'm like every fan would be like, as soon as they seen the mansion, like, that's the X mansion.
Hmm. Because it'll
Yeah,
have the gate, the classic gate.
yeah,
Xavier School for Gifted Children.
yeah,
Gifted Youngsters. That's what it is.
yeah. And he gets caught. He's a like I don't know, but oh, we're kind of skipping the center. But like when that happens, how old do you picture him?
Him joining.
Yeah, because I'm picturing like 20.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm picturing like 15.
well, that's all. Like, it, I mean, to me, that's like it would be more comic accurate, I think,
If he was
if
20?
well, if he was older than
Okay.
15,
Well, I
but
mean, 20 makes more sense, I guess, because he was in the guild for years and years, you know?
yeah, that's how he's got all these skills that
Yeah.
that he has. Yeah,
Hell
and
yeah.
yeah, and somebody you could have Xavier um hire him to break into his own mansion and then catch. Yeah, okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Or, yeah, I like that more. Never mind.
yeah, and that's where he meets Rogue, who's already on the team.
Yeah. Yeah. I see. I'm
Yeah,
picking up what you're putting
yeah, because you
down.
got to have a couple years after he loses his love interest for him to get over her, but still be sad about her,
Yeah.
but
Be like
kind of
seeking
ready to move
vengeance and
on.
whatnot.
Yeah, like he's already got the revenge thing done. Like he's moved on entirely. He's ready to start dating again, but you know,
He still misses her.
yeah,
And then here comes Xavier, and him and Xavier date. No.
yeah. Hey,
It is 2024.
that's how we got that bow staff.
Ew. The fuck?
How you started.
We should have something with the bow staff. Like, where does that come from?
Well, I mean that could be part of the training montage that every movie has.
And we've also completely ignored the cards.
Well, yeah,
That's like his entire thing.
yeah.
It's his name. It's what he does. Like, how do we bring the cards into there? Like him and the Thieves Guild family play cards every day or every other day, and that's how he
That
like
that
bonds with
comes
his
that
family.
comes from his first love. Because his dad was a gambler, right?
Okay.
Like we said in the beginning.
Yeah.
And she's also a gambler. And so he's like really reluctant to really like get into a relationship with her and
Hmm.
stuff, you know. But she wins him over, and she always has,
She wins him over in a game of poker.
yeah, like,
Like they go all in. Like, all right, and if I beat you, you have to
yeah,
go on a date with me.
yeah.
And then he's like, all right, sure. He loses, has to go on a date with her.
So are we going name brand on the actress of the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, who you got?
Mm, it's got to be someone that looks like Rogue. So white and black hair, or
No,
just black hair.
yeah, that's too, yeah. The hair color, I don't think matters.
And we're thinking like what, 16, 15, or like towards the end, like 18.
I mean, I'd go with like 18.
Okay.
Well, well, yeah, because 18, 2 years, he's 20,
Yeah.
20, 21, yeah. So,
So what age would the girl be?
well, 18.
18. Okay. So we got to find someone that is 18 or can pass as 18. Um, I have no fucking clue. I
All
don't.
right, so unknown.
Well, I would like to pick one. It's just it's hard to think of
Well, I
young
mean,
actresses other than Jenna Ortega.
well, you'd have to pick somebody that's like in their 20s, you know, like, um, uh, who's the, because like, Zendaya, I think she's probably older than what she looks.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, like, because I mean, I mean, you can't find an actress that's, you know, like, I gotta have one that's 18. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, they're every time they're like, yeah, they're actually 25, but they're playing an 18. You know, Tom Holland is not a 16-year-old high schooler.
Yeah, he's like 25 or something.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's still young, but, you know, he just looks young.
Hmm. Ooh, that'd be a good one. Victoria Justice. She would. Do you remember that show Victorious I used to watch?
Yeah, but man, that's been a minute.
Yeah, but she looks like she would fit that really well as like the little weird badass girl.
Yeah, I mean, I know the type that you're talking about, but I don't think the age is like,
Or the little emo chick from Victorious, the one that's like I thought was really hot growing up. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, I know who you're talking
She's
about.
in one of your shows that you watch, I think.
Is she?
Like in Suits or something like that.
I don't know.
It's in some random show that like all middle-aged men watch.
Uh, well, let me check the first name first, see how old she is.
Victoria Justice.
31.
Yeah, but look at her.
I am.
She
Like,
doesn't look 31.
she's not pulling off 18.
I don't think so.
No. There ain't no makeup.
Damn.
I mean, she doesn't look bad.
I think she could pull 18.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But
Okay.
I like where you're leaning on this
Okay.
because she looks like she would be like a,
A little badass.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, got a little badass to her. And yeah,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Hmm.
Still think you're gonna have to go unknown.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the only other one I can think of that's similar to this is the girl that played in Hawkeye.
Oh, Haley Steinfeld?
Yeah,
She would be really good as that
yeah,
person.
yeah. I mean, she's already in Marvel Universe, but
She's probably going to be in the next couple too. Damn it.
yeah, she's in Young Avengers. She's
Yeah,
actually the leader of the Young Avengers.
of course she is. Of course it's fucking Hawkeye's kid.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
What?
She's hot as hell, but like, damn, that's dumb.
Was that dumb?
Because Hawkeye's the like, he's the laughing stock of the Avengers, but his daughter's going to be the leader.
Yeah. Whenever Hawkeye's on the team, the Avengers are undefeated.
I know. It's so funny.
It's not funny. It's true.
It's true, but it's not because he's on the team. It's just that
Mm,
it happens to be that way. They set it up in the movies.
nah.
He doesn't, dude. He shoots arrows.
Mm-mm.
End of story. He shoots arrows.
Don't forget his other superpower,
What?
carrying the whole fucking team.
Yeah, what the fuck ever, dude. He's literally Katniss with a dick.
Um,
Green Arrow's cooler than him.
Yeah, I don't know without really making my search history look sus. Um,
Young female actress.
yeah, 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 preferably around 18. Like, I feel like there's some tabs that are going to open up that I don't want to open up.
Probably
I'm
like a
I'm
boot.
going to get a virus on my computer, is what I'm saying.
Okay, we'll say unknown.
Okay,
But meets her. He loses in a poker game, and the bet was that he has to go a date on her. Goes on a date with her.
reluctantly, of course.
Yeah, and turns out he had a good time. Falls in love with her. They get in a gang fight. She gets shot, dies.
Well, they got to have a little bit of time, yeah.
Well, yeah, like a couple of years, sure, a year or two.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a year, because then that would put him at like 21.
Mm-hmm. It's a good idea. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it the similarity in between her and Rogue should be the accent.
The accent.
Hmm.
I think the attitude too.
Well, yeah,
Accent and attitude.
right. But I'm thinking of like the end scene.
Oh, and she should have a name similar to Rogue's actual name. What's Rogue's actual name?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up though.
She should have like a name that's similar to it. Like instead of Cat, it's Kate or something like that.
Uh,
I do not know what Rogue's real name is.
Anna Marie LeBeau.
So LeBeau is for Gambit then.
Yeah, I assume she got married to him.
Okay, so Anna is her first name.
Yeah,
So then the girl in the league should be Annie.
yeah, go with that.
Because that's whenever like the music gets all slow and quiet and he meets Rogue and like, oh, what's your name? Like, oh, I'm Anna. And then and
Yeah,
it's like crazy and yeah.
yeah,
It's like this big moment.
yeah. I like that.
He like smiles and like sheds a tear. Like, is everything all right? Yeah, just happy to be here. End scene.
Skip the tear.
Skip the tear.
Yeah, because you got like
He's an emotional dude.
yeah, but not with the light. Like he ain't like that with the ladies.
He was like that with Rogue in '97.
Yeah, but that's like one
My
like
baby loved me, but I like the metal man.
yeah, but like he's like smooth,
Yeah,
you know.
he
So
wasn't really smooth with Rogue at the
yeah,
end, but at the beginning, yeah, sure.
yeah, because like Rogue screen time is gonna be like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be like the end scene.
yeah, I mean you could do a silhouette, and you know,
Sure.
yeah, you know, this is my other student,
Right.
Anna,
Yeah, and
and that's whenever she says like hi sugar or whatever she does.
yeah.
And
Hi,
that
honey.
yeah, and then he like evening chat, like how he does his thing,
Yeah,
and then that's the end.
yeah. Hmm.
Right. So back to the Thieves Guild.
Directed by James Gunn.
Nah, that's not her.
No,
Yeah, I know.
James Gunn.
Well, James Gunn is all DC now, so
James. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Um,
Zack Snyder's like borderline failure, so like we need to save him some way.
he's Zack Snyder had good shit, but not good shit at the same time.
Yeah.
It's weird.
He just has good versions of bad shit.
Yeah. Um. All right. So runs away, gets caught in the thief. We're found by the Thieves Guild. He's got to have a mission, like first mission, show how inept he is.
Okay.
So does his first mission.
Mm-hmm.
What would that be?
Breaking into the Sentinel factory.
Mm,
You know what
well,
I'm talking about?
yeah, but Sentinels were new, like as they were X-Men. That's why
Oh
they were
yeah.
so problematic.
Yeah, okay.
Mm. But yeah, well, I mean
I
that's
like the
all.
idea of breaking into a factory though. Like maybe
Yeah.
a
Well, I mean it's got to be a small job for the new kid. Like
okay, so breaking into like a car factory. Like he's got to break in, steal like some CPUs.
Yeah, but that doesn't really seem like a let's see what you got, kid. You know?
Oh, he's got to dodge security, find the right thing he's looking for,
Yeah, I
collect
know.
them, get out.
Right, but I'm just saying that like, is that really believable though? Because I mean, that's like a lot of responsibilities for a 13-year-old kid
Okay, like
that's never done anything
then
like
what are you wanting then? Like stealing an Xbox at GameStop or like
that. Um,
it'd be funny if you broke into like another X-Men's actual house and like stole something of theirs. Like you got to break in and steal Wolverine's um, spatula or
that would
something, you know?
that would be a good cameo.
Yeah,
He steals Wolverine's wallet.
yeah.
Yeah,
And you open up the wallet and it just has Logan's name in there. You don't even see Logan at all in the entire
yeah,
time.
yeah,
You just open the wallet up and his license is Wolverine.
yeah. I would say,
Because then he wouldn't have to do it till he's 90. It'd just be a picture.
yeah. So yeah, something he steals something from insert cameo,
Yeah.
whoever it might be. Um, yeah, that would be kind of cool.
This actually sounds like it'd be a good movie.
Yeah, and that's where he's noticed by the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
So because he's trying to survive quick with his hands, and so they recruit him to where they recruit him into there, right? And his first job for them is to pick the pocket for a security card, so that way the Thieves Guild could go steal some tech that later turns into like Sentinel parts.
Okay.
So to play on your thing
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
Sentinel factory,
yeah.
he's
Yeah. I
just
see
a
what you're
cog
trying to
in the
do there.
wheel.
I see what you're trying to do there.
Yeah.
Use my things after I called you out. I see what you're saying.
You
I'm just kidding.
you have good ideas. It just needs a little fleshing,
Uh-huh.
Like you gotta flesh it out a little bit. You're a dick.
Oh, he could steal explosives from Stark Industries.
Yeah,
That would be kind of cool.
yeah, because they're supposed to tie into the universes.
Or like some shield. Um,
Sentinel tech is Stark tech.
boom, boom,
That's
boom.
what that's the like the yeah, that's what
That's the full circle.
yeah, like that's pretty much like I mean they do their, thief shit on like random stuff and they take jobs to go steal stuff for other people to give, da 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 da. But like the main money making circle of it is they're stealing the Stark tech for this other company that makes the Sentinels
Yeah,
to combat the mutants. But they're just taking little pieces here and there, and then whenever you put them all together,
it's a
it
sentinel.
shows the all you see is the Sentinel eye.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Because then they could be like, oh, we're just making a high-tech infrared camera.
Yeah, what's this for? Security.
Yeah. And then you just happen to see a bunch of pink and red
Yeah,
paint like in the corner of the room.
yeah,
Turns out Sentinel.
yeah, and then
And the eye turns on and it's yellow.
that kind of helps show why he hates
Red.
the Sentinels so much because
Yeah.
in one of those jobs that he's doing,
He's supporting the Sentinel company.
and that's whenever his first love interest dies.
I like it. I think we got the whole movie figured out now.
I mean, it wasn't that hard,
Only took us an hour and 4 minutes.
right? Like, come on, Disney.
Yeah, for real. We just put together a multi-billion-dollar movie.
Shit, give us another 30 minutes and we'll have the sequel.
The sequel is just him and Rogue on vacation. And like Sentinel show up,
Yeah.
kidnap Rogue, something.
I mean, we're done with the Gambit movie now.
Yes.
But
Do not move on to another movie.
no, no.
Okay.
God, God, don't talk to me anymore.
You just shut the hell up.
Um, the X-Men movie that is inevitably coming out, right? Because the new Captain America movie is basically tying in the X-Men because like they're bringing adamantane. God, say the word for me.
What? Adamantium?
There you go.
Okay.
It's like me trying to say fucking aluminum.
Aluminium.
Um. Anyway, they're bringing that into the universe.
Yeah,
So the X-Men movie's coming.
that'd be cool.
Now,
X-Men versus the Avengers. Civil War again.
I don't know. I mean, I think Deadpool will have like I think the Deadpool Wolverine movie will have a big effect on like Marvel movies going forward.
Yeah,
I don't think they will be as are as much of a hard R as what Deadpool is.
yeah.
But would you rather have the R rating, or would you rather them stick with the PG-13 stuff?
For like Avengers or X-Men.
Well, I mean, for all of it,
I would rather them go to the hard R version.
hard R.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like it would just be so much more badass and realistic of them.
I mean, I agree. Right? That I mean, because like I really enjoyed like the Avenger movies, Captain America and Iron Man and all that. But I
Yeah,
mean, they were PG-13. They had good enough story and writing that they didn't have to have all the vulgarity and the sexual innuendos and stuff.
yeah.
But at the same time, I mean,
The
there
X-Men
wasn't
have
a whole
those
lot of
innuendos.
realism to it.
The X-Men have those innuendos and stuff. Like between Wolverine and Gambit and Rogue, like they're all very vulgar people.
Yeah,
All three of them are.
because I like Rogue, and I know a lot of people like Rogue. She kind of a hoe.
Oh, absolutely.
Um,
Especially in 97.
yeah,
And then like Scott Summers would be the like Captain America of the group, like language.
yeah. He's been done so dirty in like all the fucking X-Men movies, all of them.
He's my favorite X-Men.
Yeah, I know, but like they
Him and
never.
Gambit are my favorite.
That's I don't really care so much about the jokes and you know the hard R. Like actually explore the powers of them. Like show off what they can actually do.
Hmm.
I mean, I think Deadpool and Wolverine need that kind of movie because their powers are not showy,
Yeah.
right? They're very physical. Deadpool uses, guns, so
Yeah.
yeah, you got to have something to offset that. But like whenever you got somebody like Storm, Cyclops, even Gambit, show that shit off.
Yeah.
Show why Storm is an Omega level mutant.
Yeah.
Like that's the highest classification that they have. God, this is like the nerdiest podcast we've done.
Absolutely. Because we could have done any movie. We could have done Jason Bourne style or like
I thought
John
that's
Wick
where we were
style.
going to end up.
Oh, I thought so too. But this makes way more sense that we did this.
Yeah, it does. Next time though, let's do a romantic movie.
I don't want to talk
Let's
romantic
do a
movies.
rom-com.
It's got to have Adam Sandler.
Nah, man, he's getting old too.
It'd work. He'd figure it out.
Hmm.
He'd figure it out.
Oh, dude, I don't know. We'll see. Let me watch this Happy Gilmore 2 when it comes out,
Yeah.
and then we'll see.
It's gonna really suck without the guy in it, the with the wooden hand.
Mm.
I forget his name,
Yeah.
but that actor died, so it's gonna be really bad without
Well,
him.
he died in the movie too, so
Well, yeah, but they were still like playing him through like in the afterlife.
one scene after he died.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure they would do it again if he was still alive.
I
That part
mean,
was really funny.
you hoping that they'll like force ghost him?
Something. I don't, yeah,
I still
that would be hilarious.
I still feel a little conflicted on how they replaced the original Anakin Force Ghost with the new Anakin Force Ghost.
I love it. I
Ha-
think it's so
Have
funny.
you seen that?
Yeah,
Oh my God. I was like, dang, they kind of did that guy dirty. Like, is he still get royalties or what?
they did that years and years ago, though.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was good. Yeah, like it made a continuum, you
Yeah,
know. Um,
because I didn't like the guy that played Anakin, like as the Force Ghost version
mm,
Anakin. I didn't like that.
I'm really hoping that they, I don't want them to redo A New Hope, but I would love to see our Obi-Wan Kenobi
Yeah,
in A New Hope.
that would be cool.
I think it would be better because
He's getting really old now, though.
he's getting there.
It'd have to
Yeah,
be pretty soon.
yeah. Um,
So he was in his 30s in the prequels,
yeah.
at least.
So, but the new X-Men movie, you want to be like kind of like kind of like Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah. I kind of want it to be more like Deadpool 1.
Yeah. I don't want the X-Men movie to be we know who we know who they are, and the people that don't know who they are don't give a shit who they are. You know,
Yeah.
like they don't care about Jean Grey's origin story and Cyclopses and all that.
Yeah, we've seen all that already.
Yeah, like you know how many times I've seen fucking Batman's origin story? Like I'm sick of it.
I can
Like
think of
we get it.
4 or 5 Batmans.
Yeah, like I wish that they would come out with like I mean this the Batman kind of came out and skipped the whole origin thing. He had a
Mhm.
little flashback, but not much, so it wasn't too bad. But
Some people are saying that's the best Batman movie of all time.
I think it's
Because it's the most accurate.
yeah, I think it's probably the most like realistic version. Like it, like because he is dressed and his like Batmobile is like an eccentric billionaire would do,
Yeah. I
So
think his Batmobile is the coolest Batmobile they've had.
hmm,
It's my favorite Batmobile.
I'm still partial to Michael Keaton's
Oh, don't
Batmobile.
get me wrong, his is very close second.
Yeah, well,
But I just like the one they just did recently.
when I think Batmobile, that's what I think. But
Well, yeah, that's whenever I think like draw a picture of the Batmobile. That's what I'm drawing,
hmm
But my favorite adaptation of the Batmobile has been the Batman.
yeah. Hmm. But yeah, I really hope that more movies go more the Wolverine Deadpool or Deadpool Wolverine movie. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
It just works better.
I mean, they need to have like the X-Men movie. The first movie needs to basically be on um like it's the third movie in a trilogy, but it's
Yeah,
actually the first one. Like they've
yeah. They don't need
they've
to do
already
the
done all the piddly shit.
Yeah, they don't need
They
to do the backstories, how they got there. It's
yeah,
literally just the X-Men on a mission.
yeah, they know their powers.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing, and that's how they're getting introduced. What would be great is from that X-Men 97 cartoon.
Hmm.
That's their opening is them jumping out of the Blackbird. Cyclops ain't even got a shoot on because he don't give a shit,
Yeah.
And you're seeing how badass they are coming down.
Yeah.
You know, kind of the reverse of the X Force in the Deadpool movie. So,
That was
but
so rough.
yeah, but I mean, you see the powers immediately, like that you're being introduced to their powers because that's what the characters of the mutants aren't so much the people as it is the powers.
Hmm.
You like Cyclops because of this, or you like Storm because of this, or Wolverine because of this.
And I
Yeah.
hope that if they change like what the X-Men look like
Hmm.
how they did with Domino.
Yeah.
Like Domino in the comics is like she's white, she has black hair, has a black like eye thing,
Hmm.
um, blue and white suit. I hope they stick to the same like the way of changing it like that. Like same powers, same attitude,
Hmm.
still same like general aspect,
Yeah.
and but like people got flipped out because she was black, and
Yeah.
she played a great Domino.
Yeah. Because you're talking about equality casting,
Yeah, if they
and
do that, I hope they do it as well as they did Domino.
I know people might be shocked, but I don't care who it. Like you would think that I would want like comic accurate 24/7.
Yeah.
You know, I care about who's the best actor. I don't want like the like Domino, for example. Like I remember seeing that all over Facebook, and people were flipping out about it.
Hmm.
Like, well, she's not. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
Hmm.
is she good?
Yeah, is she
'Cause-
good at her job?
Yeah, and she was amazing.
She was. She was
You
a
know,
great.
everybody's flipped out about the Little Mermaid. I'm like, who cares?
No one.
Like,
People who do care have problems. Like
but
it's perfectly fine.
well, I mean, I'm not gonna say that they have and I'm not even saying that all their problems are like a racial problem. It's just they have this picture in their mind of what it should be.
Hmm.
You know, and they won't let go of that. Like with the Little Mermaid in the cartoon I grew up with. She was a little white girl with red hair, so she should always be a little white girl with red hair. She's a fucking mermaid. It doesn't matter.
What's funny is everybody thought that was gonna ruin Little Mermaid. It was Little Mermaid that ruined Little Mermaid.
Well, not
It was a bad movie.
the Little Mermaid's a great story. It's Disney ruined that shit.
Hmm.
I watched them do it with Aladdin, right?
Aladdin was ruined.
All I and all
I
I
think Will Smith ruined Aladdin, but
he did not do a fantastic job. I will say that. But you're following Robin Williams.
what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, you're not. You are not competing.
They could have at least picked someone funny though.
There was Robin Williams was by himself. Like he was a man on an island with his humor. Like
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that are funnier than him, and there are people that aren't as funny, and people just as funny. But his delivery was his own.
Hmm.
Um,
He was his own genre of comedy.
he was. Um, yeah, and there was some like he stole his material and da 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 da. And there was some controversy with
Hmm.
that, but I mean, there's only so many words in the dictionary, and only in so many orders, and only so many funny moments.
Yeah.
If I tried to make up a joke, it wouldn't be funny, but it would
It would have
be,
been told at some point
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, somewhere at some time it's been told.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, they threw in this female empowerment song because I didn't care that Will Smith was a genie. Well, okay, and I didn't care who the actor and actress was. They could have been Middle Eastern, white, black. I wouldn't care.
Hmm.
What I cared about was the songs and whether or not they would do the songs justice. And they, for the most part, did. And then they just throw in a random song to fit the times about female empowerment.
Hmm.
And then she gets done singing, and the very next scene in it is a guy pointing at her to sit down and shut up, and she does it. I'm like, you had a whole song. Like,
What about the song, dude?
yeah, keep the same energy. Like, what are you doing? And it was it's like God Almighty, yeah. But yeah, Jafar's like, sit down, and she's like, oh, okay.
No problem, master.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Okay, yeah, I had a whole song about it. I expected her to do something,
Yeah.
but yeah. So
Hey,
we
so we got our movie figured out.
so we have kicked the shit out of Disney now. We should have copyrighted that. Damn it.
So close.
But we'll get to see the movie whenever somebody steals it and writes it, and
Imagine they did. What if they actually did?
that would that would be hilarious.
I wouldn't even be mad.
I wouldn't,
I'd feel honored.
right? I mean, they could throw like a little camp out sign in there somewhere.
Yeah, maybe just throw a little QR code at the end of them credits.
I mean,
Something.
like help us out a little.
Okay.
But anyway, you got anything else going on today?
No,
No.
not a thing.
Well, you got pictures coming up, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So you got family pictures.
Which I gotta get ready for.
I have to go into work early, so I'm gonna be going to bed soon.
Have
So,
fun.
all right. Well, everybody have a great day. I guess. I guess you'll hear it on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I told everybody have a great weekend, and the weekend was already over.
Yeah.
So it'll be Monday when you listen to it. So have a great week.